this is Kate, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. Today we're going to talk a little bit about mums, and today we're not going to have mums the word, we're going to learn a little bit about them. Mums love at least 6 hours of sun a day. If you plan on keeping them, you should find a location that will give them that. They don't really love shade, so if you can stay away from that, that'd be good. If you're going to use them as a decoration on your porch, it shouldn't matter. They're going to keep pushing out their blossoms for you and do their best to look great, so don't worry about that. If you want them in the ground, 6 hours or more of sunlight is what they require. They also don't really love clay soil, so if you're going to plant them and you have clay soil, you're probably going to want to amend the soil. Either way, I would recommend a good compost will help. It'll help with your clay soils, and it's going to give them a nice bed place to root in no matter what. So get them in the ground. If you're going to plan to keep them, try and get them in the ground by the end of September. It gets them a lot of time to root in. And also, if you can, use a root stimulant, something like this Biotone Starter Plus. It'll be sure to improve your soils, and it also gives them the opportunity to move on a little bit faster and develop their roots. You're going to want to make sure that you water them. Pay attention, they shouldn't wilt. Wilting causes stress, so especially if they're in the ground, try not to get to the point where you let them wilt. Don't be tricked by cool temperatures, meaning that it is moist, because there's just not going to be too many roots in that surrounding soil because they're new. So make sure you still stick your fingers down in there around the new plants and make sure that they're getting enough to drink. So once you've had that, you check on them. They probably only need once a week, twice a week, check on the watering once they're in the ground. But once we get to maybe about November, you're going to want to, they're going to probably be done flowering by then. You can lightly trim off the flowers, but you're going to want to bring some straw around their base for the first year. You're going to leave, these stems will turn kind of woody, and you're going to leave that for the first year. Bring some straw if you have it, possibly some leaves around the bottom if you don't have straw. That's going to act like a winter blanket, and that's going to keep them warmer so that their roots can continue to grow and establish for the rest of the season. Now, if you have established mums, what you want to make sure that you do is probably around the 4th of July, you trim them back. That's how you get these nice, dense, bushy plants. You trim them back around the 4th of July. And the other thing you can do is also make sure to give everybody a little bit of shot of Miracle-Gro to keep them blooming and going. And if you're going to bloom a lot, you need a lot of food, so that's where this comes in. Please come in, let us help you choose your favorite color. We have a lot to choose from, and we'd love to see you. So until we see you again, happy gardening.